And we're off. And I believe this marks the official beginning of the single elimination bracket portion of the tournament for the SMS 90% 2018 Speed Gaming Tournament. Oh, hey, it's Samurai Man.
What happened?
Joining me here.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
No, no, boys! Don't touch that stuff!
I suppose this is our for Sunshine Tournament first bracket match.
That's correct. We're officially getting into the like the big matches.
And this might be round 2 match actually, not round 1.
Yeah, I believe both these players have a bye because they won. Or did Rimato win both of his races? I gotta check the bracket.
I think he didn't. You can check the bracket as well.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from GAD
Let's
Science
see.
Incorporated. Preparing to register.
Yeah, they're both in round 2.
Scanning and classifying
But
data. Subject identified as Mario.
see, where's Rimato on here?
Data storage complete. I am Flood.
I think Rimato was second in his group.
Oh, okay.
Then he got placed for a rough matchup with Paiperario.
Yep, so Paperario is the favorite here.
Use the R button.
Rimato's been gone for a long time from this game, but he came back for this tournament.
If you press the R
And
button
let's see how he holds up.
You can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to aim.
We have seen upsets happening, so maybe Rimato can pull one. We don't know
He
yet.
had a pretty good showing in his other races too.
Press the R button to hover in the air for a short
Oh,
time.
I'm sorry. Who am I? I'm Samurai Man. I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce you.
I'm still average Trey, so there you go.
And press the R button.
So what do you think of the runner's choice for the version?
Let's see, what are they playing on? I didn't like
There
that.
is JP,
Paper Japanese.
Rimato is
Rimato and Pal?
Italian text.
Okay. Well, Rimato has a like ever so slight advantage, but it's almost nothing. Because Pal's about the same speed as JP, but it's a little bit easier. Because of Serena 6 and stuff. And Fruit Storage EYG.
Indeed. The time save Rimato is just getting is through the text. Funnily enough, Italian text is faster than Japanese text. However, Japanese version has other version differences, making it faster overall, which is kind of weird. Loading back to the Pino is a little bit faster.
Is it some sort of pump?
I am Flood. Glad to meet you. Hey, someone's coming.
So Paperario has a 116, right? What?
Yes.
I'm looking at speedrun.com. Yes, he has a 116.37. Pretty solid PB. He's been grinding quite a bit recently, so I think he's pretty warmed up for this race.
Rimato's eating in 58th place for a little bit, but 1 hour 18 minutes and 14 seconds. So it can be a close race overall.
It's crazy that Rimato is in 38th place when his PB is from mid-2016. That's how good he was back in the day. Still holds up pretty well.
Yeah, it is crazy. I don't think top 50 or like top 25 players has gotten like anything new. Any new players recently.
Oh, top 20?
Yeah, top 20 around
I think
ish.
the most recent one was like Blue Marty,
Yeah, that was a big one.
because he got a 116.27 in February.
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged.
Beating even Paperario, who's in the race right now.
Clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
And Paperario from America, Rimato from Finland. We all know who Samurai Man's rooting for.
This appears to be quite a predicament.
Do I have to decide?
You don't have to.
By pollution, but the pollution
I'm just saying, I know who you'd root for.
Mario,
Of course.
this object
As long as I can, I will root for Finland, but I feel like we're gonna drop out soon.
He's also the underdogs. I mean, you don't have to feel too bad about it.
Exactly, yeah.
They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the Shine sprites have fled.
Who are you rooting for?
There is no
Well,
longer
I don't even have
anyone
to ask,
support
actually.
The peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the
I wonder if Paper's gonna go for the scumbag movement at the beginning.
That saves half a second, maybe.
Yep, the really fast-looking movement.
It looks so fast, then it just saves half a second. It's like
I
with
still
every
think we're like
strat.
learn it at a pretty high level.
Yeah, definitely.
Go straight this way. You can't miss the message.
Takes a few months to really like
Your first job
get solidly
is
down.
rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal.
Get too many inputs in within couple seconds. It's really fast.
Oh no, he's not going for it. Okay. I guess Paperario is pretty old school, so
Yeah, I can
he's not gonna stick for just whatever works.
Paper has been running like since 2013.
I think 2012.
Yeah.
He's been around at least a year longer than I have. But obviously took some breaks, as we all have.
Of course, of course.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
We gotta get back into the swing of things, and we haven't had any races in a while. But I'm sure that once we have a few, people will start getting hype again for this tournament. Alright, now they're going for quick kill. That was very solid movement from Paper, though.
Yeah,
Using
both not getting
wide.
both not getting that cycle with Sarah Mario.
Mm-hmm.
They would have wanted to.
Early M. 2 early M's, wow.
Oh, the early M's, man.
Pretty crazy.
Do you expect any about the route type version?
Oh, what was that?
Do you expect route version? Like, is one of the runners gonna do like the whole Bianca kills or?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they use the same route. Unless one of them decides to do German route for some reason.
German route.
The German route, by the way, is just giving Bianca 6 early because it's a scary mission.
Yeah, doing that in the middle of the run is probably really scary because you have like the whole run behind you.
Paper having some issues with the wall kicks, but he eventually gets up there.
And
Not
remember
taking the
taking
lead,
lead.
though. Yeah, I think German route would actually kind of be worse for a race because I find that when I race this game, in the first 20 minutes or so, I'm kind of nervous, but like after a while, I kind of shake it off. So doing it later, I'll have like shaken off the nerves by then to do Bianca 6. Maybe that's just me though.
Yeah, you know, beginning of the race, you might have that pressure on. It's
Whereas
just
like
evolve,
for doing like PB attempts, it's a different story
definitely.
because you'll be more nervous later on when it's like a good pace.
Oh, Rimato getting headbutt.
Oh, that's the dude. Isn't that pulling a Rimato? There's pulling a tray and pulling a Rimato, which is the same thing. It's messing up PD spam sprays. Except pulling a Rimato is if you're European. So, minor difference there.
Oh, I see. So that has actually a meaning. I see.
Yep. Paper with a nice sub 1030 beginning. But it's still pretty close.
Rimato with nice sub 1030 grab. Shine grab.
No, the grab is a different story than the split timing, unfortunately.
Do you expect Paperario to not go for any crazy strats like the beginning of the jump in Bingo 3 secret?
I don't think he's gonna go for it. It only saves like a quarter of a second. If that.
Yeah, about that. In a race setting, are you like sure? Should you risk it for that? Or
I feel like JJ plays games with Ford in a race, but he's crazy, so. I think Paperario goes for some pretty hard strats, being a 116 player, but a lot of times his old schoolness can show through.
yeah, we can see that he's not going for it. I can understand that.
There's really no reason to give it a rate. Uh-oh! No!
Uh-oh, that's... You shouldn't have talked too soon.
That could be huge.
No.
Or, honestly, it's so early in the race. It could not even matter if PD is bad for Rimato.
How it might affect Paper's mind dying there.
And I mean, you know, Bianca 3 is a pretty short secret, so it's kind of like, could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Could be the end of Bianca 6. Which wastes like at least twice that much time. And so now they're going over to unlock Rico, but not actually go to Rico, because they're going to do travel skip. And re-enter Bianco.
So what is going to happen here, Rimato is setting up for that. And on a third heat, he's going to water slide back to Bianco Hills. Trigger the animation to go back to Bianco Hills. And at the same time, if he gets it, he's going to open Rico Harbor at the same time.
And he gets it.
Nice. And Paper is doing the same thing. He's setting up himself.
I was going to say I expect both these runners to get it pretty easily, but I don't want to jinx it though. But they both get it, so. If I would have said something, he wouldn't have got it, believe me. That's how curses work.
It's like not an easy or hard trick, but it can. You just have to have a right position when you start the last water spray, and you need to get the water slide. If you don't get it, it's over.
If you don't water slide immediately, you're not going to make it in time.
Yeah, you don't have enough. You don't gain enough speed from a backup.
Everyone's doing such advanced movement in Bianco forward, even Rimato. He's been gone for so long.
The old school strats are still on there, man.
Everyone's momentum spending off that thing. Unfortunately, not going to get a sub 14 Bianco 4 from Paper. But we got PD coming up, and we all know what that means. Or it's called Coli Arosa. I'll never get used to the PAL names.
So PD, a rematch, beat a boss. It's a nice boss, but
A very fun boss.
it's very nice boss. Ooh, very nice. Rimato's movement there.
Rimato's been practicing, I can tell, which is good because he's warmed up.
Lapping out, man. What about Paper?
Let's see, Paper's been practicing though.
Missed the water there, but he gets back up.
Yeah, still looking pretty solid. Uh-oh.
Oh, don't just...
Ops to aim from the fence? What? I've never seen that before. I guess if you happen to miss the backflip and then land on that little fence, you can just spray it from there. That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it makes sense. I never thought of doing it before, though.
Oh, Rimato getting tornado. That's 3 to 4 seconds.
On top of where PD decides to go, he can give you tornadoes or not, and they can really add up. He gives you all 3.
This looks like a really interesting pattern already for Rimato and Paper as well.
Paper on pace for best pattern, Rimato on pace for second best, although with the best one it almost never happens.
The best one is like, from here he has to go down, then he has to go down.
Super unlikely, but it could happen.
Rimato's case...
over the wall, yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, for Rimato...
Rimato can still get this.
3 different directions for Rimato.
And he gets second best pattern. Nice.
That's the second best pattern.
Second best pattern is pretty common, thankfully, because it's pretty fast. So it's always good to get that.
Yes. And did Rimato get only tornadoes? Looks like.
And Rimato did not pull a Rimato. Good job.
Maybe it's only Bianco 2 thing.
Yeah, we all know the Bianco 2 boss is harder.
Yeah.
Spray.
Oh, Paper having...
PD unfortunate, or I just called Paper PD. Paper not getting a very good PD, unfortunately.
Yeah, going over the wall, then starting up with the best pattern, but of course...
and a headbutt.
And a headbutt.
Oh, man. He's got to catch up somehow. I'm sure he's got it in him, though. I mean, it's still like a 17-20 start. Not the worst thing ever. We've seen Huffley or Puff get like a 122 PD in the past with an 18-minute Bianco 5. No joke.
18 minutes.
I mean, he had legendarily bad early game, but that's tough for you. Still 17-18.
Has any of the racers gone for that swag strat with a lot of beats, the backflip?
Oh, well, it's not swag. It's just like the faster strat.
Yeah, I know, but
I think Dutch went for it like in his first race.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he was going against like a pretty, like he felt he could win the race pretty solidly, so he felt no risk in that, I guess. But it's pretty risky because if you fail it, you lose your coconut and you gotta get it again.
Yeah, it bounces off too far. It's unfortunate.
But it can save like 4 seconds. Yeah, pretty sure both these people are gonna go for the usual.
The usual never fail one.
Hey, good job, Rimato.
First try, every time.
It's always first try unless you get like an amazing Bianco 5, and of course you mess it up. That's the classic. Ooh, really good coconut throw from Paper, wow.
Oh, that didn't really bar.
That was
Nice.
sick. Interesting setup. He's a little too close to backflip. He might have lost his angle.
Oh.
Let's find out.
He might not
Yeah, I
have...
knew he did. Dang.
Oh,
There was a
that's
brief moment there where he like
tiny
realigned
bit.
himself.
Just tiny bit he moved somehow. It's really weird how it...
Oh, but Rimato gets a mega bonk off Shadow Mario.
Ooh, that's gonna cost him.
But a good recovery.
Especially when he's jumping like that.
He did a pretty sick like spam spray during a rollout that got a lot of damage on him. So he recovered it pretty well.
Yeah, it was very nice. The mega bonk. It hurts always.
If you bonk and Shadow Mario a certain way, you bonk for like 5 seconds and you can't get up.
Isn't Shadow Mario the only one that gives it to you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it's like an intended mechanic to like let him get away from you.
Yeah.
But it's pretty annoying. Yeah, it almost looked like Rimato practiced that backup, which is kind of weird. I'm sure he didn't, but like it was really good. Paper with some banana swag, I guess. Very nice.
Banana. Not so.
That's the worst start for Rimato.
That's the worst start. Like, it's not a great sign when you see it go right way, but if it goes outward, then it's fine. That's a second. That's a good way for a second jump.
I feel like the second chomp being in a good place normally is actually worse if he gets you the worst one at the first one.
Well,
that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, second and third jumps are good positions. Oh, he turned around a little bit. There's a version difference here with a hopper nozzle, I assume, for the Japanese version. Interestingly enough.
Yeah, we just saw Paper do. You can like hover spray them off.
Which is not working for Rimato's version. So you have to spam spray.
I'm still not sure if it's the hover that's stronger or like the chain chomplets are different somehow.
It might be bold or just hover.
We'll never know until some Tasher looks into it.
That chain on the water where Paper's green.
That means he paused at a really good time.
Yeah.
And we paused there to skip the flood text box. Or I guess cancel it.
Yeah. And Rimato is racing. But who? Benissimo.
He's got to get there faster than 20, I think 27.53 seconds in the race. But he gets there in half that time.
2018.
2049.
That's a bit far, but alright.
Maybe that's the year he... I don't know. It's something. Let's see what kind of swag movement Paper does. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that was...
A wall slide into GWKD.
And
2008.
2008.
That was 10 years ago.
Rimato in a third episode where he doesn't have a plot now because Shadow Mario just stupid.
It's kind of weird how Shadow Mario can like... Seems like he can take flood whenever he wants, but it's like only this mission he does it.
Yeah, it's funny though that it's the only mission in any episode, excluding secrets where he takes it. By using the invisibility frames from getting hit by a wind.
The wind uppy.
Yep. You have enough time to go through the flaming part of that scoop. If you get touched by it, you're pretty much dead because you bounce off every time.
It's a very risky strat, but these people have done it so much, they're likely not going to mess it up. See, what chain chomp did Rimato get? Oh, he got the slowest one. That only costs like 2 seconds though.
Hanging off, just letting it go.
And they both get that pattern, so it doesn't even matter. Seems like Paper is like an early cycle away from catching up.
Yep.
if he gets in and Rimato doesn't.
I would say Rimato has been playing quite well.
Yeah, 25 even there is pretty good for a race.
It seems like he just has so much time to grab the chain before he actually goes away from that spot.
Yep. And yet somehow everyone still messes it up.
So, in the 5. So we don't have
Ooh,
to
looks like Rimato was going for like a new bridge water slide strat there.
Oh.
Where he like
really been labbing out.
he did like the usual strat. Because in Piazza 5 you start in like a little different position, so you can't do the usual thing.
Yeah, it's
And
funny
he like
how,
jumped forward and sprayed and tried to like land on it.
It's funny how just for Beta 5 you start in a different spot.
And we're seeing the back jump method,
Oh, yes.
which is uncommon nowadays.
Very nicely done. So what is the RNG he's gonna get? So these are chucksters and they like to throw you.
Oh no! Paper
Oh, no,
failing
Paper.
Electro. Does he know the backup though? I'm sure he does.
Might know it. If he doesn't get, if he gets spot slided, he has nothing to do there. Okay, he's safe. Yeah.
I'm sure Paper knows that. He knows. Paper's knowledge of the game is pretty crazy.
Yes.
It's still gonna be a pretty big time loss though.
Yeah. And he has to keep an eye on his water as well. If he doesn't, okay, he gets it now.
Yeah, Huff setup's not 100% free. If your angle's off on the backwards hover, you can still miss it.
So at this point, early cycle can actually catch up.
Early cycle would be really nice for him right now. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, almost.
Oh, if he stayed there a little bit longer, he would have had a chance. He didn't stop. Okay.
That was weird. He like bounced on him, but he didn't stop.
He like
Did you see
he
that?
bounced on, he did.
I wonder why that happened.
I guess he didn't.
Maybe he like
this-
found a way to rat bounce by having him stop.
Maybe he doesn't like look behind you, so he doesn't even know who bounced on his head, or I don't know. It's weird.
Imagine if there was like some way to bounce on him and have him not stop, but like still have the rat bounce effect.
Yeah.
That'd be huge.
And starting off Rimato Piano 6, and this time we're looking at after he's done this is like 2 minutes 10 seconds, roughly.
I have no idea how practiced Rimato is at this, but
So
I
far
bet he
it
gets
looks
like
good.
like around 210, yeah.
So far it looks good.
Oh wow, he goes for that. I don't even do that.
Oh,
This is the unlock though.
that's a little bit time lost because the male piano takes forever to get out
Yeah.
of the coop.
Male piazzas have a longer animation than female.
Oh, bouncing on
Oh
the
man, barely missed
Oh, he
it.
missed that. That was almost 210. Oh, that was
It
really
would have been like 212 if the ending was good. But,
Yeah. that
Oh,
was
well.
big. Male has just really freaking long. The animation isn't it like 3 seconds or even.
It's at least 3, I feel like. And female's like 1.5.
Yeah, it's crazy how what the difference is there. Oh, Paper misses but managed to back it up.
That was a pretty good backup. I think Paper's on pace to get a little bit of a better time.
Just 2 more left.
Ooh, 210. There's the 210.
210. There's the 210. Nice. Isn't the world record for that like 218 or something crazy?
Yeah, it's 218. I think it's like a mid 218 from Syrup SMS.
That's just really
He's
great.
a legend of this game, but unfortunately he no longer plays.
That's unfortunate. Rimato finishing with 29.53.
Sub 30.
Sub 30. And I assume we're gonna look for a honey skip.
I bet he goes for it.
I feel like he's goes for it, or maybe he just takes it safe for a race.
Oh, playing it safe, okay.
I don't
Maybe he
like...
feels like, well, he already has a pretty good lead. There's no reason to wait to risk that, so.
Yeah, and especially the risk is that if you don't get it, you have to actually watch the cutscene or try it again.
Yeah, and trying it again cost a huge amount of time, so.
And you have to die for it too. So we'll see.
Yeah, we called that the honey skip, as Danny has said.
Honey skip.
It's a good strat for races.
The villain's secret hideout must be there.
I bet Paper goes for it, though. He has to do whatever it takes to catch up.
Yeah, he pretty much has to do it.
And a perfect honey skip saves about 15 seconds.
So he set it up to get flip out of bounds, and from there he's setting up himself to get to the position to hover. Then from there he ground bounds and sidesteps to...
Hopefully that works. His setup seems pretty far to the right, but let's see.
We'll see.
He doesn't get it.
Oh, that's...
Dude, I felt like that was too far right. I just had a feeling. Dang.
Oh, that hurts.
That is a major setback.
He's gonna do it again.
But I'm sure he's not deterred. He's determined to catch up. This is single. He does jelly skip.
Oh, and he gets good.
Nice 120 shot strat.
It's actually a scary one. If you get stuck there, you have no way out.
Yep.
That should work.
I think that's good.
I
I think that's good.
So what happens there? He hits the cutscene picker in the same frame and dies in the same frame. In the same frame.
Yep, on the same frame.
All the same in the same frame.
In the same frame.
Well, Rimato is not getting the rocket grabs, I guess, and
Did he get a glitch rocket?
oh, he gets a lucky rocket.
Lucky rocket.
A lucky rocket.
Oh, there's still kind of a bit of a sloppy mecha, but he finishes it in the first cycle still.
With a good mecha, Paper can catch up a little bit.
The Paper's not like terribly behind. It's still closer than some races have been.
Yeah, definitely.
Although, like we said, this is single elimination, so both these runners know if they lose, that's the end of their tournament life.
Pretty sure, yes.
So it just puts on that much more pressure. Gonna cause a lot more upsets, because, like, you know, the stronger player might have this expectation like, oh, well, I should win this, but if I don't, I'll look really dumb. So
Yeah.
it's just that much more pressure, you know?
Paper not getting that rocket grab. Oh, he gets the backup.
Oh, he misses the Wilco DM shot.
He actually got the rocket, but it hit the pole.
It's still a better mecha than Rimato got.
Yeah, that's it.
It's pretty good backup shot.
Yeah.
And this Pinna is still far from over for Rimato, so Pinna is probably the hardest stage overall, 90%. So like one or two more major mistakes for Rimato, Paper could practically catch up.
Yeah, Peanut Park having like it has Mecha Buzzer fight, Peanut 3 red coins, with a shift movement.
Every time loss and like
EYG.
Pinna 4 is 10 seconds.
Yes. Not getting one cycle loses you 10 seconds. Then EYG.
Yes, I'm sure both these runners go for 3 YG, which is the harder version of it, but it's faster.
Pretty sure they got it down, but
Although Rimato has an advantage because of fruit storage.
That too. So Paper has to throw the fruit in front of the entrance. Meanwhile, Rimato doesn't have to.
Pal is OP.
Pal is OP, man. Pepper has to be he has to be careful of not dying anymore.
Oh yeah.
Usually he knows the one-up locations, but having just one life is kind of scary.
I think he knows that he really can't afford more deaths if he wants to win this race.
There's a really easy one-up here.
See if he goes for it.
That.
Oh, he misses. Okay, he goes back for it.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
The hitbox is for Mario. So
I remember
starting
seeing, I
with
think
the-
like Toropon. I think it was Toropon. He went for the 1-up, but like barely missed it and just kept going. Like, oh well. I want to waste that second going back for it.
Gets the spin jump from the ship. Very nicely done with these red coins.
Yeah, solid pin of 3. Doesn't risk the running up the catwalk. Splendido.
Dito. I would still like to know why they changed the English version having just shine.
I don't know.
Shine.
I mean, Shine Get is a bit questionable for American dialect, but
Yeah,
I believe they were originally going to have just Shine for JP, but it means like death or something in Japan. So like Shine is something bad in Japanese, so they changed it to Shine Get, so like you know what it means.
Okay.
I'm sure my fellow weebs in the chat can help me out with that.
So Rimato starting up, and let's see how is he gonna. So there's the ground pounds, and he's gonna manipulate them to ground pound there and ground pound often at the same time.
Ooh,
Very
1
nice
second
setup.
from Rimato.
Very nice setup. It's interesting
And he
how
lands pretty close to under the Shine.
It's interesting how everybody has a different strat for this. So
Yeah, there's probably like 6 different setups you can use. Did you do like the Cathalon one?
I think I haven't.
I think
seen
that's
that.
the most common. It's also the safest.
Isn't it like moving around with the burst, or I think I haven't seen that many setups, just a few, and especially in
See
the
what paper goes for. I think that's the Cathalon setup. It's similar to like the old Nidde setup, but it's a little bit slower. I don't really know.
It looks same like the Rimato did. Pretty same.
But both runners getting it. I think that's pretty rare for a race for both runners to get a 1 cycle.
Yeah.
Because no matter how good you are, like you're gonna mess that up pretty often.
So Rimato starting with the EYG.
He finds that pineapple pretty
No.
fast.
So for this, he is gonna have a papaya with him, but before that he has to change his color Yoshi's color to purple. Then he's gonna store a fruit, like that. Then
That was
he
a
needs
pro fruit
two.
storage.
Ooh. He needs both of the tools with him to start to the clip. Has to be
And
careful
clips
to not-
through, and looking good from Rimato.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
And the fruit he stored, he has, so he can turn orange.
Very nicely
He's
done.
not playing on JP. I don't think he's too high for his platform to pop.
It shouldn't be if he's just hugging the
Yeah, he's good.
edge.
Or no, it did pop, but he was just close enough.
That was close.
That was a little bit scarier than it had to be.
Paper, however, getting coconut. Not the best.
Ah,
RNG,
man,
but
coconut's
wish.
probably the worst.
You know, it's not something you wish. Then JP PAL version difference, he has to drop the fruit in front of the entrance. He left Yoshi a little bit far behind, actually. And there's a Zeus with him.
He's gonna make sure that one stew follows him. There he goes.
Rimato in the end of the secret. One more jump and he got it.
All right, both runners getting EYG pretty solidly.
So
Paper's got a bit of a mountain to climb though to catch up.
Yeah. So that platform is created because there's basically nothing to stand on. There's a dead zone everywhere in a stage, except that where you enter the secret for some reason. And it has to be purple Yoshi because it makes the platform to move horizontally.
It's still like, I can't believe that trick works to this day. Like it just barely works.
Well, I think like one person wouldn't have found it. That's for sure.
It was definitely a collaborative effort.
Multiple people just putting out ideas together, and that's how it was born. Let's keep.
Rimato had a bonk on the stairs, so a pretty slow Shadow Mario.
A little bit rough fight getting so far with Shadow Mario. He's keeping his lead though against Peperario.
This race is about halfway over, and the underdog in a pretty good lead.
So at this point of the race, definitely give both of the runners a follow. They have put a really nice show for us now. Underdog leading off now.
Indeed. Paper nailing that Shadow Mario though is going to save some time here.
Yes, that's a good.
He's honestly not too far behind.
Yeah, he's not. He's
just got to like maintain his cool.
But that can change the pace for Rimato.
He's like 50 seconds behind or so.
It looks like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Oh man, bonks on that movement to Rico. Can never overlook that movement to Rico.
So what do you think of this boss, Greg?
It's pretty basic. You know, you just pull his nose or his mouth.
Yeah, I guess so.
After spraying him a certain way. As a kid, you always thought you had to like pull the middle too, but it turns out even that's not necessary. So it's pretty easy.
The Garbo, one of those stages that has like no RNG.
Very minimal. The only RNG in this stage is like
the blooper.
Yeah, I guess the blooper. Or wait, is there any RNG?
I don't think so. It's just a blooper in a 5 episode.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Sort of.
Yeah, Rico is probably the easiest stage overall. The only major time loss is like dying on Rico 4, and then like it really sucks to die on Rico 6, but it can happen.
Missing a red guy can mean a lot in a Rico 6.
Yep.
Because you're so used to that certain movement there, then you have to back it up somehow.
Yeah, like a lot of times you mess up Rico 6 in a way that like you never did before. You gotta figure out some way to back it up. It's pretty awkward.
Rimato saving up for a blooper-less race. Looking good. Oh, a little bit hiccup there.
I think he'll get like a 19.
Needs to hit both of the checkpoints, which he did.
If you had a faster water slide, it could have been a 19.
Yeah, that's what happened.
You just like sprayed the ground and dove. I basically called it. Not really. And Paper's Piazza getting sprayed in the cutscene. That was kind of funny.
I haven't seen that way. That Paper just did. Interesting.
Paper's got some tricks up his sleeve. Whoa, that was a cool rollout into a...
Alright, I haven't seen that one either.
Paper's doing all kinds of crazy stuff right now.
Oh, the water slide. A little bit slow.
And he does get the 19. Yo, Rimato opting... Barely gets that frame perfect trick.
That was a little bit scary, that jump there.
He got the proper crane luck to do a dive rollout into a jump, spin, hover. And even I don't go for that because it's kind of awkward, and then There you go. He just gets it like it's nothing. You gotta react to the crayon you get.
Luckily, you can see in a cutscene in what kind of position it is, or what kind of speed it is. And Paper is like, it's a little bit faster than Rimato's was.
Paper is definitely catching up. He's like less than a Rico 3 behind.
It looks like it.
Oh, and Rimato having a little bit of a sloppy entrance.
Luckily, he gets the backup.
I thought the win was gonna hit him for a second.
Luckily, he gets the backup, or so.
Yep.
There.
And check these Spyro strats out.
Now this secret. Really punishing and hard.
Probably the third or second scariest secret in the game.
It really depends on the cycle.
If you mess up at all, the cycle's completely off and it's hard to improvise it.
Yeah. It looks like Paper did the same mistake in the beginning, like Rimato had.
But he gets a very smooth lighthouse entrance.
Yeah, that was really nice, really fun. Let's see his secret then.
Looks like he does Pyro Chain movement, which is like doing jump dives instead of dive rollouts.
Yeah, he did that like...
Ever so slightly slower.
Yeah, just slightly slower, eventually. Looks like he is in a good cycle now still.
Ooh, that was kind of scary.
Oh no, that's always so scary.
Oh man! Oh! I saw that comment and I was like, please do a spin jump dive, Paper. But he opted for the regular dive.
Would he have saved it if he compounded? Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, dude. He's got to maintain his composure. Yeah, there's the spin jump dive. I think that would have reached.
That would have reached, yes.
But it's not over yet. It's never over.
It's not over until one of the runners is not done.
Anything can happen. Any percent of this game is just so unpredictable for like a one-off run.
Yeah, there's RNG, there's the secret that can be really hard.
And like any percent combined with single elimination bracket, I feel like a lot of upsets are going to happen.
That's for sure.
Because just being the better player, like you set up that expectation of like, I have to win this, and then the underdog is like, oh man, now's my chance.
The best mindset would be that don't go for a race without expectations. Always.
Exactly. You're just setting yourself up for failure otherwise.
It makes it harder to play the game when you're under pressure, especially if you're in the start of the race too. We might have to.
Yeah, there's honestly like even some of like the best players, you can see like really anyone like, under pressure situations they can play so much differently. Yeah, there's the red coin miss we were talking about in Rico 6. Nothing made it's better than dying, but
yeah, at least it's
still don't want to have that happen.
At least it's not a red coin that you can miss here, because it's in between those.
And by the way, that was the old school route, only a second slower than the reverse route. I wonder what's going through Paper's head right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking too.
I'm sure he's still gonna like try his hardest to bring this back. He has no choice.
He's probably gonna go all in at this point. And I wonder, are racers looking at their opponents currently?
Paper's gonna go all in, do butt slides everywhere.
The butt slicing is
gonna be crazy.
Dude.
Ooh, a 132.
Was that the old way?
Yeah, did he get a 132 with the old route?
Damn.
How do you do that? That's crazy.
I don't know.
I know he went for like the corner cut on that one part, but I remember like 131 being good.
Yeah, it was good.
That's absurd.
A question in the chat. Who was the underdog? Rimato13
Ramon is the underdog, and he's currently the lead.
Yes. PaperArio has a better PP by almost 2 minutes.
And Ramada's been away from the game for a while. So this is pretty crazy stuff, folks. Just goes to show anything can happen. Only the first match in the single elimination bracket.
That too, yeah.
Romano doing the old school wall kick.
And gets it. I remember that used to be really hard. Now it's just easy.
Yeah, let's not forget, Paper is the favorite for having the record for 9 hours. Actually, I think it was more like 20 hours. He had it. And then Tobo woke up.
No, it was actually me.
Or was it you?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, it was you, and then it was Tobo. Okay, yeah. Sammy woke up.
But you made it a history video. Dude.
I did.
Already we're getting... Dude.
I don't even... I'm a fraud. What can I say?
Yeah. A fraud for making a video.
Paper really has to not die here. Or else it's gonna look really bad for him.
What kind of strat he's gonna go for here? All in?
I bet he does the wall kick. Yeah.
Yeah, the basic.
Can't go wrong with that. If you buffer a spin jump for that, it's pretty hard to mess it up. Before I understood buffering spin jumps, that was a really hard strat for me.
I bet it really was for everyone.
But he nails it. So he's like a minute behind now, you know?
Yeah, about
it's manageable. That was a clean side flip spam spray to get the banana.
Very clean. A Monterey and a Kimpool can change the pace of the race, but
change the pace of the race.
Change the pace of the race. Have we seen really crazy Kimpool bikes yet in a tournament?
As in like 9 extra cycles?
Yeah, something like that.
I think the most we've seen in this tournament... Ooh, quick kill from Paper, nice. The most we've seen in this tournament is probably like 4, I want to say.
Not that high, then you would expect.
I think Kenny got like 4 against Hear Me for Roar the first time. But he was already in a pretty bad situation at that point, so... Let's judge this Manta from Rimato.
Good splitting for first half, but then starting a little bit early, I guess, but it's good.
Gets
Looks
hit.
very good, but he gets hit. There's a little bit left.
Medium-sized guys are getting away.
Yeah, there's a little bit too much of them left still.
Okay, that was alright. He covered it pretty well.
Yeah, that's a good one. All the small ones I thought they're probably really far now.
The medium-sized ones that remained kind of came back to him, which helped him. Sometimes they can just hide from you for like 10 seconds.
I'm pretty sure everybody had trouble with this bike as a kid.
I have trouble with it now.
What is spam spraying?
Yeah, before spam spraying, it's a really hard fight. People will like hide under the huts and stuff.
Getting every corner possible. So what about PaperarioMS splitting war? He starts a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Seems
It
good.
looks like his Manta split better initially.
Yeah, it looks better a bit splitting. That's
Although, this is where it really matters. Okay,
oh,
there's like
that's
2 more, 3 more?
that's
behind
just
him?
3 more.
Okay. I think
Not
that was
so
similar
bad.
to Romano's.
Yeah.
Basically, Manta is like determined by how fast you get to the pink or the fuchsia phase where they all start chasing you down.
Yeah, they turn, all of them turn to red/purple when they're all small ones.
And that's
when
what you
they-
want to see.
Yeah. As early as you can do that, the better it is for you. Because all of the small ones are just gonna go away until they're all small.
Clean
What about that?
Serena 2 secret entrance.
Do you expect him to go for the momentum spin jump?
I'm sure he will. At this level, generally people go for it. Although, maybe he's thinking like, okay, I don't want to throw this race. Better play it safe.
That's what I was thinking. In a race setting, then you're ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
You
not.
really just don't want to throw it.
Yeah.
So maybe he won't go for it, who knows. Or maybe he'll prove us wrong.
Prove us commentators wrong.
Hey, he's not going
Oh,
for
he
it,
was,
okay.
he was debating there.
You were right, you had the right read. Rimato playing it smart. No need to unnecessarily risk it.
Yeah, at this point, if you're ahead, it's fine to lose those 3-4 seconds.
Ahead by this much for sure. Like if you're like slightly ahead, you might want to keep your lead. But
Yeah.
being about a minute ahead, you know, you're looking pretty good at this point.
Pepper with a really nice entrance as well.
Paper's got to go all out.
Yeah, he has to go all out.
So watch Paperario's feed for some sick butt sliding. I'm kidding. Can't really do any butt slides in this secret.
Can you do it actually?
I wonder if you could like butt slide on this like. Whoa. Okay. That was scary. Did he just like think for a second he could do that, or was he just like swagging on us?
That jump type over all the Z boxes, then.
And that was an interesting like block to land on to roll out from. That was kind of scary.
Yeah, it is.
Paper is scaring me right now.
But he has to go all in.
He has no choice but to risk it. Paper would do swag strats when he's a minute behind. That's why we love him.
Pepper are you gonna have?
He's not going to go for his patented bananaless Serena 3 in this race.
I know this.
Oh, he misses.
Oh.
Oh, no, the banana falls
Oh, do the ground pound! What are you doing?
Oh,
No.
he was respecting the Japanese for a second. I think his banana was inside those plants. And,
Yeah, he didn't
the pollen.
notice it. Oh. Meanwhile, Rimato skipped the casino.
Oh no.
Oh, that's hurting.
Was he practicing his other things so much that he forgot how to do banana split?
Probably.
Possible. And there he goes. He remembers. Oh, that's very unfortunate.
That must hurt.
So now Paper literally just has to bank on Rimato messing up like 2 things. But you know, it could happen, but you know. Messing up eel could cost like a minute.
Well, at this level, getting eaten by eel, that's
Very rarely gonna happen.
Got an uncommon, what can happen?
I'm just saying that it's like a 1% chance. It could happen. Can't count him out yet. But Rimato's Sabier Rosé looking pretty good. I don't know how to say that. I don't know Italian.
Yeah.
Sabi Ross.
Sabi Ross.
Ooh. I would rate that hole in one at 8 out of 10. He touched the piper a little bit. But still got him pretty fast.
So get ready for butt slides.
Butt slide. Nah.
No. Should have gone over.
Maybe he'll do the hard butt slide at the end.
The harder one.
This one saves like 2 seconds. No. I got my hopes up.
It's so cool looking when you actually get the butt slide.
It's so not worth it for runs either. Very, very hard.
Like, isn't the timing really strict with the sliding animation?
Like the sliding, the hard part is getting the spin jump out of the slide. It's a very small window. I don't fully understand it either.
Yeah, I have been trying it out myself.
Maybe Dobby could explain it to me. He's the butt slide king. From Spain.
Roberto, you mean? Roberto.
Let's see, has he had any extra yet? I don't think he has.
He doesn't have, seems like.
Oh, there's an extra.
Okay, that's one.
Alright, just 6 more of those, Pipper can catch up.
Yeah.
But, not gonna happen. Rimato with a solid lead, he must be jumping for joy right now internally. He places the pepper in front of him as a sign of respect, and then throws it.
It would have been even more sign of respect to just leave it there and take the honor for the pepper.
Respecting King Boo, not so much Paper. More BM for Paper.
I think Pepper got one extra there in the beginning.
Yep.
And Rimato getting just one extra overall.
I think 1 extra is like the most common.
Yeah, it's one of the most common with 0 extra cycles.
And then Durian to finish him off, which is the best fruit to use because it doesn't require picking it up.
I guess it hurts to pick it up. Now comes up that shine where Rimato has an advantage because of the version difference. Sapiros 6.
Oh yeah, he has another advantage here.
So, what is the version difference here?
He can pretty much just like spray twice and then he wins.
Spray less to win.
Because the requirement for cleaning the goop here is a lot less strict.
Isn't it being lately figured out that it's not 99% for Japanese version?
It's like 98.6 or something.
It's
In the last few months, Zapiku actually calculated it because he was making the test. And I think it was 98 point something. Forgot what it was. Still kind of ridiculous.
That's a lot still when you think about it.
It's like
Rimato getting.
I think it was like out of like 14,000 goop units, you can only leave like 600 or something.
Yeah, that's a lot. So Rimato leading now to 2 minutes and 24 seconds in a timer, which is something we're not gonna see from Paperaria, but he's probably gonna prove us wrong too. In a good scenario, he can get it, but Japanese person having that version difference, it's really unlikely. And Japanese version has more dex boxes here.
Yeah, there's like way more text too. It's like, what could he possibly be saying?
Yeah, I wonder too.
In English, it's like, oh no, we're gonna.
Oh no, just spray this.
But JP is probably like, I don't even know. What could he possibly be saying for that much?
Yeah, I would like to know the translation. Like the funny thing is that when you beat the stage as well, he also talks a lot in Japanese version. Then in English he's like, oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who knows? I'm sure Tabo knows.
That looks a solid time, but that comes the invisible group.
Oh, he missed quite a bit on that one middle section. I guess that's what he missed.
Yeah. Noki 1. I would say this is the hardest shine in a whole stage. Noki 1.
Hardest shine in Noki?
If you're gonna go for the fastest stats.
Right. I think like going for Ham Cycle Noki 6 is on par with that probably.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's debatable. I saw some sloppiness from Rimato, but he's just trying to... Honestly, if he just doesn't make any major mistakes, he's got this in the bag.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm sure he's not too concerned with that. Yo, Paper went for the quick kill, but didn't quite get it. But still respect for attempting it.
Good thing he went for it. He would have saved a little bit time there.
Yep.
Nice, but
he's really got to go for whatever he can to catch up.
Yeah, at this point he has to. He has to.
Because he's a Noki 1 behind.
That's like minute and a half.
Minute and a half. But you know, 4 deaths, 5 deaths in Noki 6.
No, maybe.
It's been known to happen.
Yeah, like it's not a joke, a secret.
Let's see if Paper manages to get the first cycle we were talking about.
The movement has to be so precise and no error. That's
the hardest part is getting the 2 wall kicks there.
Yeah. You have to get it
just right.
You can barely make it with the older wall jump method, where you just do it 3 wall jumps. But it's
I don't manage to make it with that, but it can be done. I think if you do that, you gotta like not do a hover when you do the side flip dive up the ramp.
Yeah, that's one.
You just gotta like immediately dive. And then it's barely possible.
So, do you expect Paperaria to go for those secret strats with Noki 3?
Oh, I'm sure he will. But first, Noki 2. And Rimato, let's see how well he does. Every race that I or State have commentated, we're like, oh, let's see how good his 7th to 8th coin movement is. Because that's important. Not bad. Maybe hurt a little bit too much, but
Yeah, looks good.
I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, the key thing with Noki 3 is the less you hover in the first section, the faster it is. So you gotta like get as perfect a Y turns as possible. Yeah, I'm sure Paper's gonna pause and exit area here.
Who wouldn't?
He's performing the right twerp.
And he's the only one who casts for it all the time. Let's see.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
He's leaving the stage, except... Nope, he's in the
Well,
stage.
not really.
Oh, man. Alright, Rimato.
Starting with the eel.
I bet he goes for 5-tooth.
I'm guessing 6-tooth.
Ooh, you think he's been labbing that hard?
Ooh, maybe.
Find out.
We'll find out. For 6-tooth, he has to spray all the middle ones. Gold tooth, then one of the cornered ones after gold tooth.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to which way the eel spins, because the gold tooth has to be 5th.
Yes, and it seems like
Clockwise.
he has to be fast with this. Looks like it's going to be 5-tooth because his sink is so low. Yeah, he's going for 5-tooth.
Yeah, I think Rimato's been gone too long to bother with 6-tooth.
Yeah.
5-tooth's still pretty fast, though. Faster than not doing any strats at all. I meant it. But that was like... Wait, let's see if he gets the cutscene skip. Uh-oh.
Oh, what happened there?
Yeah, unfortunately he didn't quite take damage on the tooth.
That was interesting.
So-
It looked like he glitched out. Weird.
Yeah, I think it might have been too low for the tooth to damage him.
Yeah, it looked like he was a little bit too low, so he didn't hit the...
But I'm
The
sure
design
Rimato
of
knows
the tooth.
to hug the wall to fall down faster here.
Hmm.
And yeah, he's doing it. Okay. Hugging the wall. That only cost like 15 seconds. There's probably more like 20 because he was kind of slow getting the last tooth.
Yeah.
Still a sizable lead.
With my paper, probably gonna go for that 6-tooth.
I think if Paper gets a 6-tooth perfectly, he will only be a minute behind.
Oh, that's 5-tooth, that strat, because
well.
he didn't check the side.
Unfortunate. Yeah, learning eel is definitely crucial to getting a really good time in this game. To how much time knowing strats can save.
And Pepper getting a cutscene skip.
He will save time. And Pianta or Noki 5 is basically an auto scroller once you get to him. Him being Piantissimo. Yeah. Sometimes I'm afraid like they thought they touched the flag, but they didn't.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
It's
that could be bad.
I've seen a couple of those clips where like they're just next to the ball, but the timer is running and they don't even know.
Yeah, it's happened a few times. Never to me yet. But...
In Japanese version, you don't get the Finnish sound effect from that.
Right. The audio in JP is pretty messed up. Although it does have one sound effect that's missing from the other versions, which is like when you're trading in the blue coins. It plays like a little ring, a
That
ringy
too.
thing to it,
That too, yeah.
which is kind of a nice effect, but otherwise the audio is pretty messed up in this version.
Paya de Noki. That's a Noki 6 now for Rimato.
Paper's like, may as well swag, climb the spiral staircase.
And he has so much time left.
Yeah, honestly, like, there's no way to lose this race if you're paying attention.
Just make sure you hit that black ball.
Yeah, don't forget to hit the flag.
Rimato starting with Noki 6.
Doing the regular entrance to the secret. Let's see if he goes for ham cycle. Not like he does. Blue cycle is all you need.
Blue cycle it is.
He's just gotta clutch out the ending. Pyro kick, nice.
Well, that was a little bit scary rollout there.
Okay, and he gets it. Paper was praying that he messed that up, but Rimato gets through it just fine.
Paper going more the new way to enter the secret.
I'm impressed that Paper actually, like, he's been kind of bringing it back a little bit, but Rimato's just been playing, like, solid enough to keep his lead. Oh no.
That's not gonna make
I think he's not gonna be able to get blue cycle now. Actually, maybe he can. Oh yeah, he can.
He can.
Blue cycle is so free. Oh no!
It hurts.
He didn't have a good enough spin jump though. I think that's it. I think that's it, folks. But that was a very hard fought race from both players. Rimato just got to finish up Corona.
Yeah,
oh man,
that hurts. Yeah, at this point it's just Rimato's race to lose, guys.
Rimato just got to finish the race. So it looks like the underdog taking it in the first race of this bracket. That is quite a bit shocking to me, honestly. I've never doubted Rimato though. Yeah, Paper's giving up.
Yeah, it looks like.
You can tell. He knows Rimato is probably going to have a solid Corona. Oh well, GG. These racers played their hearts out. Hopefully Paper still finishes the race, just for the sake of finishing.
Yeah, that will be good. Get the one up at least.
Yeah, he's gonna finish this. He doesn't want to forfeit. Green cycle.
The green cycle. Rimato with the best.
See, that's why I think ham cycle's a better name, because like green cycle's too vague. Like you can literally wait for any green cycle and it's green cycle, but like
yeah,
calling it ham cycle, you know like what that means.
Rimato not doing the rocket storage. Interesting.
Did you not learn rocket storage? Has he been gone that long? There's no way. Surely Rimato knows rocket storage. Maybe he's just
Sure is, Papa.
doing a little swag. I don't know.
Come on in,
Who knows?
Peach.
If he interviews with us, we can ask him.
I think not. Mario! You again? Don't you ever give up?
Mario! How dare you disturb my family vacation?
Uh-oh. Paper. Oh, come on. What are you doing, Paper?
Paper, please.
Just finish the race. Okay. Honestly, like, you really don't want to mess up. Or you don't want to, like, mess around too much, because there's always a chance that you'll, like, die on Bowser a few times. Or
Yeah,
even
it can happen. It can happen.
And he wasn't like too far behind in Noki 6, so I don't know. Oh well. But looking like Rimato finishing off with a 119.33.
GG's to Rimato, the underdog.
He stopped his timer a couple seconds late. Come on, Paper, what are you doing? Seriously? You're still in SRL, you know this, right?
Yeah.
Nah, he doesn't care about his points. Alright, well, does Rimato want to interview? I guess we could start it because Paper doesn't really care anymore. Alright, no interview from Rimato. But perhaps Paper would like to interview. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just given up on even finishing the race. But like he's on SRL, so like, you know, you don't want to finish. I don't know what he's doing.
He's getting a pineapple.
He's a madman. He's showing off the banana-less thing I was talking about.
Oh.
Hey.
That.
JP only, by the way.
I see.
So is Paper gonna finish this?
I wonder too.
Oh, look, he's got the Serena Beach camera angle. The level you complete last leading into Corona changes the camera angle you get there. But we always see it from Noki and Run, so it always looks the same.
Yeah, I think for every speedrun it's from Noki Bay. Except couple
120 or 80%.
Yeah.
Oh, he's attempting fast Corona, which is really, really hard.
Oh, the fast Corona, man. It's always so nice to see it.
I'm sure this time he's got it. I'm giving him my energy.
That was a little bit late there.
I don't know if it's fast enough. He's doing the like the medium Corona.
Medium fast Corona.
All right. Still respectable. I don't know who made that strat. I think it was like Yamato who found that.
I think one of the Japanese runners made it F strat.
If fast Corona is too hard, that's a good alternative.
Well, I go for it all the time. How is it hard?
Yeah, you're only the former record holder.
Yeah.
It's not hard at all. Oh, was it Tobo who found it?
Topo.
I didn't know Tobo still found stuff.
I don't think it. I never heard it's about Topo.
I thought the last thing Tobo found was like doing the momentum spin at the end of Serena 2, which was like over 3 years ago.
It's like you see them doing it, and they're like, "Oh, he found it. Okay."
He's the first person I've seen it from, so he found it.
Yeah.
Therefore, Dede found everything. As far as I know. That's not gonna... Oh, it did hit, okay. I wasn't sure if a shadow was over that.
Yeah, it was a little bit tricky in there.
Oh, Paper will interview. Okay, Paper, join the waiting room and we'll interview you. We'll drag you in here. Not quite beating his former 80% world record time. He didn't get a 1-2-1-1-1-2, but glad he could finish, and here he is. Hey, Paper.
Hello?
Hello, Paper.
Hello.
Wait, time out.
Time out.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Hello, Paper.
So, what do you think of that race?
I mean, I'm sad with how I played, but like obviously Rimato played well. I can't be too mad. After like Rico, I kind of just gave up, and so I really deserved the L after that point.
Yeah, man. Like, how much pressure was on you? Like, just knowing it's single elimination. This could be it. Oh man.
That didn't even like.
Alright, cutting out of it.
Got, like, huh?
Okay, you're good now. Okay.
Okay. It was just like after Pianta, I was like a minute and a half behind, and then I just kept, you know, consistently fucking up, and I was just like, I can't do this.
Yeah, it's the hard part can be like not getting tilted for sure.
That was like a big thing. Like I completely lost composure halfway through, and I think that's going to be a huge decider of like who's going to win the whole thing. Is just who can maintain composure whether you're ahead or behind. Because
like no matter how good you are, if you lose your composure, it can be over just like that.
Exactly.
For a game like this, it can make a huge difference. Having the pressure, then losing the composure.
Yeah,
exactly.
But props to Rimato for not choking.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
So where does this put us in the brackets? Let's see. Rimato moves on to round 3.
Round 3. He plays the winner of Lumardi. Hang on.
Well, Quaniza or Clayman play, and then the winner of Lumardi
plays Lumardi, and then the winner of that plays Rimato.
Yep. So do you got any shout-outs to give or anything, Paper?
Shout-outs to Serena3.
Good shout-out.
Good shout-out. That's the only... I had to show it off at some point in the tournament, and since this was my only chance, I had to do it now.
I feel like you forgot how to do banana split because you were doing your other things so much.
I really did. Straight up. I think I did it in a run once, and I was just like, wow. I was doing so much bananaless, I forgot how to do this.
Paper, when you did the ground pound, I was like, no way, are we Japanese now?
Yeah, that's some serious Japanese respect with the ground pound.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like that was the Japanese, but I think they do it now.
Yeah, I think they've always done that. I don't know why.
I don't even remember how to do the ground pound now. Like,
yeah, I don't get it either.
That was what happened. I did the ground pound, and then I was just like, I don't know what to do, and then the banana fell, and I was like,
yeah, that always sucks. Oh well, you made it to the singles bracket at least, so props on that.
Man, dude, I'm such a legend. I'll be back next time if there is a next time.
I think that there is talk of a bingo tournament after this tournament.
Bingo tournament would be really neat to see.
I know Paper is well versed in bingo, so
yeah.
What do you expect from a bingo tournament? Will it be a lockout or something else?
Probably lockout. Probably like 2v2 lockout. It'd be fun to do again. Just gotta like make your own teams.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad choice.
This is all speculation.
We'll see.
I think that's gonna do it for this race. Have a good day, everyone. I've been Average Trey.
Have a good day, everyone. I've been Samurai Man. Peace.
Thanks for commentating with me, Samurai Man, by the way.
Good work, boys.
It was kind of like a last minute thing, I know.
Yeah, I know. It happens.
All right.